Summer is practically here, so it's just about time to bid farewell to your paunch fat. Hand-waving, it's never a simple procedure, yet we have some amazing guidance for you. Basically adhere to these straightforward standards and you'll drop your tummy fat more than ever. I realize that losing fat is commonly hard. Your paunch region is likely considerably harder. Notwithstanding, it's certainly the most basic piece of your body that you truly need to focus on. What's more, not just in light of the fact that you need to glance great in your swimming outfits, yet additionally due to your well-being. All fat is not the same fat. You may imagine that fat will be fat and it's superfluous how it's appropriated. Notwithstanding, this isn't correct. The vast majority of your body has purported subcutaneous fat. This is the fat that is appropriated simply under your skin, which you can undoubtedly get with uncovered hands. This fat is less perilous. In any case, your paunch and its encompassing zone have an alternate sort of fat, called instinctive fat. Presently, this is the nastier one. Instinctive fat exists in the spaces around your inner organs and can influence how your body capacities. In this manner, your stomach zone is the most perilous piece of your body regarding fat. As per the Journal of the Growth Hormone Research Society and the International IGF Research Society, stomach fat excess conveys the accompanying well-being dangers: cardiovascular infection, glucose narrow-mindedness, diabetes, insulin obstruction, demise. Presently you know why you should focus on your midsection region, yet how about we perceive how to do it? 5 tips to lose belly fat effectively. 1. Do the right kind of exercise. Practicing is extremely significant for carrying on with a sound life as a rule. What's more, on the off chance that you need to lose fat, you can't maintain a strategic distance from it by any stretch of the imagination. Be that as it may, it's not just about amount, it's quality also. You won't really lose muscle to fat ratio from an activity that you want to do. Peruse what happens to your body when you stop exercising. You may feel that doing 1,000 of crunches each day will make you drop gut fat like insane, however it won't really. An investigation has discovered that oxygen-consuming activities, otherwise known as cardio, are the best for this reason. High-intensity interval training supposedly is a magnificent decision because of its subsequent to preparing calorie and fat-consuming capacity. Running is additionally extraordinary for fat-consuming purposes. Dependent on your power and speed, you can consume between 600 to 1,000 calories per hour. Notwithstanding cardio, you ought to likewise add yoga to your timetable. There are a few yoga represents that explicitly focus on your gut region and will help in fat decrease. 2. Choose the right kind of macros. As you've likely heard previously, you need to alter your macronutrients as indicated by your objectives. This implies you shouldn't eat the equivalent in the event that you need to lose fat and when you need to fabricate muscles. Ensure you abstain from anything with trans fat. Trans fats are misleadingly made by makers to expand shelf-life. They can likewise be found in certain nourishments normally, however just in littler amounts. While a moderate measure of the characteristic trans fats isn't hurtful, a lot of fake trans fat builds stomach fat increase. You ought to likewise expand protein to 35% and curtail carbs to 25% of your everyday calorie admission. Protein builds your sentiment of being full and normally diminishes the amount you eat. Furthermore, it likewise brings about a metabolic rate development and gives security against insulin opposition. Diminishing your carb admission can help in getting more fit. Be that as it may, prominently, you don't need to cut carbs from your eating routine altogether. Simply ensure you devour natural bland carbs rather than refined carbs. As it's expressed in the Harvard Health publications, including just as much as 30 grams of fiber to your everyday nourishment admission can help in losing fat. Much the same as protein, devouring soluble or dietary fiber keeps you feel full for a more extended time as well. Nourishments that are wealthy in dissolvable fiber are beans, oats, Brussels sprouts, flax seeds, oranges, blueberries and apples. You ought to likewise follow your macros to assist you with arriving at your objectives all the more proficiently and adequately. Discover how by visiting the Ultimate Tracking Guide. 3. Sleep enough, well and consistently. As we've referenced in our previous post about undesirable propensities, not dozing enough under 6 hours can bring about weight gain. The University of Chicago's examination has discovered that lack of sleep can expand the craving of Epicurean eating. This implies on the off chance that you don't rest enough, you're bound to eat for unadulterated delight. Clearly eating for joy, preferably incorporate chocolate and undesirable snacks over broccolis. Additionally, having a predictable rest plan and the nature of rest are likewise significant. In the event that you hit the hay and wake up around simultaneously every day, your inner clock will be adjusted. This can make your fat misfortune progressively powerful. Then again, confused schedules may bring about your body putting away an abundance measure of fat. With respect to rest quality, what you do before heading to sleep additionally matters. For example, drinking liquor and eating carbs directly before sleep time will adversely influence your rest. So regardless of whether you're resting for a considerable length of time, if it's awful quality, it won't be valuable. 4. Drink green tea. Devouring green tea has a few well-being points of interest and can likewise help losing fat. While you won't drop weight by essentially drinking it and not doing whatever else, it very well may be valuable in the event that you appropriately practice as well. The International Journal and Food Sciences examination has discovered that expending green tea builds the activity inside its stomach fat misfortune. Accordingly, on the off chance that you carry out your responsibility in the exercise center and drink green tea, you can encounter improved paunch fat misfortune. Moreover, it can likewise build by and large fat-consuming and metabolic rate. 5. Avoid sugary drinks and food. Falsely included sugar is rarely acceptable, yet particularly not when you need to lose fat. Eating sweet nourishment is presumably the littler issue that we have more command over. Be that as it may, regardless of whether you don't have a sweet tooth, it's anything but difficult to fall for a yummy pop. Be that as it may, each time you need to purchase a sweet beverage, simply consider this. Sugar is comprised of glucose and fructose. While glucose can be normally found in and delivered by your body, there is no physiological requirement for fructose. Fructose is used by your liver, which is fine as long as you just devour a moderate measure of it. However, on the off chance that you over-devour, your liver will be overstacked and transform fructose into fat. Furthermore, it's very simple to go over the breaking point when you drink sweet stuff constantly. Adhering to water is the key. Winking face. Different sorts of fat have different degrees of hazard. Since stomach fat is increasingly hazardous, you truly need to focus on your gut territory. I realize that losing fat is rarely simple, however adhering to these couple of rules can truly have any kind of effect. The correct sort of activity, diet and quality rest can assist you with dropping those pounds without any problem. Roll out these improvements throughout your life and your body will thank you later.